Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to begin by thanking the members of the Gang of Eight who have worked, I think, very hard on a complex issue and have put a great deal of time and energy into addressing that. And I appreciate that effort. I appreciate that we are now having this process to address a broken immigration system. Virtually everyone agrees the immigration system we have now is broken. I very much hope that what we are embarking on will prove to be a real markup. And it will be, I hope, a process to improve this bill. The majority has the votes on this committee to vote down every minority amendment, or virtually every minority amendment if it so chooses. I hope the majority does not take that approach. We have seen that approach in prior instances, and that's not an approach that, in my view, leads to passing a bill. Let me be clear. I want common sense immigration reform to pass. I think the American people want it to pass, but they want it to pass in a way that fixes the problem. And I am hopeful that the majority on this committee will work, as I trust it will, in good faith, to improve this bill and to consider amendments that would make real changes to this bill. I've introduced three types of amendments that, in my view, are important for improving this bill. The first, and we're considering a set of amendments today, addresses border security, and in my view, the bill has grave problems when it comes to border security. As currently drafted, the bill is essentially a plan-to-plan for the Department of Homeland Security, and it contains toothless metrics, which in my judgment would render it a virtual certainty that if this bill were passed a few years hence, we'd be having yet more hearings discussing why the border is still not secure and the problem of illegal immigration remains. I've introduced an amendment, others have introduced amendments to put real teeth in the border security elements. I hope this committee will give those amendments serious consideration. Secondly, I've introduced a pair of amendments to improve legal immigration. In my view, the best elements of the Gang of Eight bill are the elements dealing with legal immigration, and I think we should improve and streamline legal immigration. I've introduced one amendment to double the cap of legal immigration from 675,000 to 1.3 million. Another to take the high-tech H-1B visas that are coming in and to increase them by 500%, from 65,000 to 325,000. I think we need to remain a nation that welcomes and embraces legal immigrants, and in both regards, my amendments go further to improving legal immigration than does the Gang of Eight. And finally, I've introduced amendments to remove the pathway to citizenship for those who are here illegally and to make them ineligible for means-tested government benefits. In my view, if those provisions are insisted upon, and the majority has the votes to insist on those provisions, it is likely to scuttle this bill and cause it to be voted down in the House of Representatives. I don't want this bill to be voted down, and I hope the stakeholders who want this bill to be passed will be interested in amendments to craft a bill that will pass, and I look forward to working with the committee members in that process.
Thank you, and every member